Hi guys, today we're going to take a look at the new mobile game Fallout Shelter Online. This is the direct sequel to the original Fallout Shelter game, and it's only launched for the Southeast Asia region as well as Korea and Japan. I've been playing this game for about 3 to 4 days. It's quite a casual game, I should say, with some AFK element, and of course you are trying to survive in this post-apocalypse era, and then you're going to survive in this vault, these underground vaults that we are looking at. And you will have all the different units, the hero units as they call it, the dwellers, to assist you in combat and to farm resources. So we are going to go through some of these rooms and facilities. I'm not going to go through everything, but just take a look at some of the basic functions. Okay, first of all, this is the vault door. This is where all your combatants, that means your first team of 5, will be located. And we move on to this living quarter. This living quarter will affect your population cap, as you look on the top right here. The cap is the number of dwellers that you can have at any time. So in order to summon or hire more dwellers, you need to increase this cap. So you need to upgrade or build more of the living quarters. Next will be the Overseer's office. This is like your HQ control room. Every time you upgrade this office, you get to unlock new facility, new rooms, and also to increase the overall level of the vault. And then you can of course upgrade all the individual rooms to higher level as well. So this is a very important facility to upgrade, to focus on in the early games. And then we have the workshop. These are your usual crafting station where you craft equipments and gears for your units. And these are the most important part of your vault. These are the resource center. They produces resources for you every per hour. So for the top one, we have the electricity. Okay. See, they will show you how many hours. Let's click on it and info. They will show you the output per hour. It depending on what which dwellers that you put it in. Different dwellers have their own perks and ability that they will show you through here. All these values are per hour, so you try to put those with more focus on producing electricity. We'll come to it later. Electricity is the most important, I would say, because this is the resource that you use for almost every things that you need to upgrade or build in the vault. So without these resources, you practically cannot level up or build any new rooms. And this is more or less the artificial gating of how they slow down the gameplay, so that you cannot rush and just build everything up in a few days time. So this electricity is the most precious resources. Next we have the diners. Diners produces food. Food is used for training. When you want to level up all your dwellers, you need to use the food resource. Same thing, we have the output and the storage. These are important as well, and they consume quite a lot as you get more dwellers and as you level them up. The higher the level, they consume the more food resource. Next we have the caps. Caps is like your general in-game gold currency where you use to buy equipment and use to spend on various things in the game. And lastly we have the water. Okay, water is used to increase the perks, or what we call the passive abilities of your dwellers. We'll come to that later. It's also a very important resources for improving your squad. Okay, below here we have the training room. Okay, this is where you put your dwellers inside and then to level them up. And the shooting range. This is to increase the perks or the passive ability as we call it. Right, and there are many more rooms that I'll let you discover them on your own. Next, let's take a look at the dwellers. These are the main characters, the main heroes in the game. Okay, they come with different here, the normal, rare, SR, and of course the highest will be the SSR. So let's just take a look at, let's say, okay, LE. Alright, this is the screen for your dweller info. You have the power, the level, the abilities. This is like the limit break, your special ability in combat. Is unique to every dweller. And then you have the perks. Okay, the perks are like passive ability. Like for example, this is a healer. So these are the passive ability that will be going on during combat. For every 22 seconds, you'll start to heal with the lowest HP. And then you have this as well, high level workaholic. You see it's holding the caps icon. So for this dweller, if you put it into the recycling center, it will increase the output by 336 depending on the level. This is a level 10. So you will want to put her into the recycling center where the room to produce the caps. Okay, then we have the traits and then the bond. Bond is like a faction in the game. Let's say if you have a similar same bonds dwellers deployed together, you get some bonus, increase to damage and resistance. And then we have the stats and equip. Okay, the equip here is not actually the equipment. It's like their innate ability, the innate skills. Like for this tab, this is for the attacking stats. Your power, your crit, your hit rate. Okay, there you see, you need the cost of the caps and some resources to level it up. And this is the defensive stats. Okay, and the first one will be the ultimate ability, the special ability that we talk about. So you will try to level it as high as possible so that either your healing or your DPS ability will increase. And this is tool. Tool is about resource farming. These are the non-combat stats in the game. Like for her, at level 1, this is a monitoring timer. Okay, it will show you that the water and the electricity farming resource per hour. And for her will be food and caps. So it depends. Previously, she specialized in caps output. So obviously we want to increase this to go with it. Alright. And also the third one, this is the overall resources. This is for everything. That means it includes all the food, caps, water, and electricity. So usually you will focus on 2 of them depending on the perks or the role that this dweller plays. Next will be attached. These are the actual equipments in the game, the gear, and they come in different sets. So you see we can equip. This is the tank set. They actually show you, let's say if you equip 2 out of 4, you increase your HP, and then if you equip 4 out of 4, you get a full set bonus. So try to get the correct set for the different role of the dwellers. So as we can see, this Institute Scholar set, this is more suitable for healer because it increases the outgoing healing effectiveness by 25% if you wear the complete set. And then we have more. So there's actually a lot of sets for you to collect and farm in the game. And the last one will be skin. These are skins that you can unlock or purchase, I guess. So for her, you have this nurse costume. It's just for vanity, it's just a costume. It doesn't give you any extra stats. Okay, so we'll take a look at the rooms and then the dwellers. Next, let's take a look at the combat. Okay, we're gonna try to do a quest. Okay, there are story mode. This is the main campaign whereby you follow through and unlock stuffs and follow through the story of the game. And of course, you will have your daily quests, which reset every day, and faction quests as well. And the radio. Radio is more like a side quest. As you play along, sometimes the radio will pop up and tell you that, oh, you have a certain place to visit, or you have to go and clear a certain dungeon or something. And they give you the in-game currency, the Nuka Cola. so it's very useful. Alright, let's just try to clear this Oberlin station. This is the combat menu. This is before you go to the you start the combat. It will show you the enemies, what the rewards you get, and of course the first clear reward. And these are like the energy system. You need 10 of these in order to participate in this fight. And here you can see the enemy power and also your overall power. Okay, so let's take a look. This is your vote door. As I said, you put your 5 best unit here. These are the units where you're going to bring them into combat. You can swap them out or put it in. Okay, let's go. The combat is fairly simple and straightforward. Pretty much automated, and then they will gain the AP bar, and then when it's full, you will unleash their special ability. I'm gonna skip this. And I'm going to set the combat speed to 1 so you can take a look at how the combat is. So normally the tank will be at the front, right? Then you have your support unit, your healers, and then your range DPS more towards the rear of your lineup. Like as you can see, every unit have their own roles to play. You have your DPSer, your healer, your support, and the melee and tank at the front. You can speed it up to 3 times. So yes, this is a very basic and simple combat mechanic. Alright, I'm gonna skip the story and let's go and take a look at our rewards. You can claim it here. And next, complete backstreet apparel. Let's take a look. What is this? Oh, this is a bit tough. As you can see, the enemy power increases as you progress through the storyline and as you move further into the different area of the map. Let's take a look. We're gonna send the same team. Previously, you see that the fight that we had is just in the open, like a 1v1 kind of fight. But for this is actually like a dungeon run. Okay, we're gonna zoom in out. So there are many different places where you need to unlock room by room, okay, to explore the area. For this is actually quite small. Some of the other quests is actually take some time and it's quite big, and you need to really explore them properly. Skipping, and then this shiny thing here, these are the loot that you can click on. It gives you some like healing abilities and buffs. So you go into the various room, and depending if there's an enemy here, and then you'll just fight them automatically. So we're gonna move up. Okay, so we see there's a first aid kit to heal. We don't need any healing now, I suppose. This yellow overlay that you see just now is like the special ability. As you fight and uses your their special moves, you will increase, or even like if you take a damage. Okay, you see that this room there's fire and there's something for you to loot. So you got to do it fast, because for every second that you stand into this room, you will take damage, burning damage. So there's a kind of mechanic sometimes to act like an obstacle for you. So you have to plan whether you want to go through it now, or maybe you want to go and heal up first and come back later. Have a chest here. Now we need to get back, and we may get burned again. But now we can go and get the first aid it to heal up before we finish up the level. And this icon will be the boss icon. Pretty straightforward. And the finishing point. We're gonna skip all this story and let's check out the rewards. You get the faction point. With the faction point, you can go to the different faction base to redeem items. Alright, so I'm gonna show you, this is like the overworld map that it pretty much show you all the content available right now. These are like the individual content. It can be a fight or some dungeon for you to explore. Or like these are the outposts. Let's take a look at the outposts. The outposts are for different factions. You can go in there to do their faction quests and also talk to some of the NPC for certain events, and of course the vendor. So the vendor will be using the respective faction currency. So just now where we did the quest, they give us some Brotherhood of Steel currency, so you can spend it on either of these posters. Pretty straightforward. Let's go back to our base. So yes, this is the basic overview of the gameplay. Of course, as you progress later into the game, you get to unlock a lot more things like guild system, guild wars, and then you have the PvP system, you have crafting, and yeah, that's about it. And before we end the video, I'm gonna do is 10 times summon. Oh, basically this is the shop. Okay, I'm gonna go through all the shop's item. You can spend on some daily promotion or some hero packs, value hero packs. And you can buy the in-game currency with cash. And these are the summon banners. This is where you get a chance to get the higher tier dwellers to join you. So now I'm just going to do a 10 times summon before we end the video. And let's hope we get something good. Posters. Oh, I see some orange. Orange means good. SR poster. Dr. Zima's poster. Okay, some of you may be asking, what is posters? Posters are like the character shard, whereby you need to collect a certain amount before you can actually unlock and summon the actual unit. Like for the orange tier, the SSR tier, you need to have 80 of them. 80. Yeah. So as you progress in the game, as you play, you do quests or open any of the loot box, you have chance to get many of these posters. So eventually, maybe yes, one day you will get to unlock pretty much most of the dwellers, depending on your luck. Okay, this is the guaranteed summon that we get. So there you go, this is the 10 times summon. Not the result I actually wanted, but well, it's not bad. Right, so this is how the game plays like, and from my 3 to 4 days gameplay, my impression of the game is quite casual for, you know, for casual players that you don't want to spend so much time playing or grinding and AFK in the game for many hours like some of the other games. and it has some pretty basic AFK element whereby all these resources will be auto farm per hour. So let's say you boot up the game, you do your daily quest and do some faction quests which will take you about probably 15, 20, 30 minutes, and that's it. You can go and do about your things and come back later in the night, and then you can click on these resources and yeah, they are like there for you. That's why it goes by per hour. That is why you want to level the facility up as high as you can, and also you want to put the dwellers in with the specific perks to boost the overall resource output per hour. And I would say the graphics, the combat are quite simple, and yeah, it's generally quite a very casual, simple gameplay. And that's the end of the video. Hope you like it. Thank you very much for watching.